Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. Maria here. Just getting ready to do an all signs. If you're new here, welcome. Just doing an all signs reading for all zodiac signs. Starting with Aries. Tell me about Aries. What's going on? Aries spirit. Holy Spirit, tell me about Aries. Ooh. Overall energy is a King of Cups. Might be dealing with a water sign. Knight of Swords. Some truth is rushing in. Again, this is not a personal reading. It is a collective for the sign of Aries. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like lots of notes of financial, personal relationships, defense mechanisms. Somebody's trying to manifest lots of things. It's on a personal level. It's also on a financial level. Somebody wants to drop the burdens. There's a burden of past resentment, bitterness, anger, frustration, the partnership that you two have created, whether it be work-related, previous relationships, maybe even a past marriage, kind of has that vibe to it. There's this bitterness, resentment, this anger that somebody's carrying. The truth that's coming in, it's almost like the restoration or the balance that's coming in. Could be a financial windfall for one, where it's a loss for the other. But the forced karma is challenging, I feel, because it's the balancing. It's just what it is. It's the balancing. Somebody's action oriented and driven to succeed. And standing in defense of what is due, right? It's putting one person above the other, and it's somebody coming into their cups, into their financial cups, puts the other person on their 10 toes, I guess, in the defense mechanism. It makes one person becoming an inner critic, listening to their previous resentments, and I guess it's trying to release their negative thoughts, releasing the previous anxiety, trying to make space for forgiveness, trying to make space for a new perspective, a new chapter, so they can heal this thing. Somebody's in sadness, somebody's in loss, not just missing the past relationship, but this once laid friendship. I feel like in order to restore what was lost, whether it be a marriage or just a kindling, I don't use that word, a kinship. In the center spread is the Knight of Pentacles with the Fool and the Chariot. Is somebody realizes that I can't harbor resentment and want to be their friend. I can't restore a friendship or create a new relationship or have a bountiful new with carrying the past and carrying this burden. I must release the past in order to have a 10 of Pentacles. I can't create this while holding this. That's kind of the vibe. That's what's going on. So in order to do that, I have to forgive the past, regardless of the effery that occurred. This person wants to look back. This person, whether it be you or them, again, it doesn't matter whom. It's a wide reading. And if this person's coming back to restore this relationship because they see the work that's been put in, because I do feel like if not now and hasn't happened yet, it's right around the corner, this person might come around to restore this relationship. There may not be love left in this cup. It's in the reverse. And it is an upright deck. And again, the 9 of Pentacles, they've looked back to see the 7. They want the 9. So they are slowing their roll to look back and saying, okay, this is definitely worth investing in. The 7 of Pentacles, I definitely want to go forward. My 9, they see you happy, content, stable. And they're like, it isn't worth throwing away. It is a long-standing relationship. I do want to start over. It's in the center of the spread. So it is a Fool energy. I want to jump in with both feet. I want to dive forward, and it is Chariot racing forward, and it is something that somebody wants to manifest. It is kind of got the wishes fulfillment. I want to be a happy family. I know I've made a lot of mistakes. I know I've made a lot of left turns when I should have taken rights. I want to start from the beginning, but somebody's saying, you know, I don't know if I have any love left in this cup. It's been a minute, and I'm not sure I can go back. I think after it's all said and done, yeah, I don't know if I want to move forward. It's stuck. So, and again, I don't know what I don't know. I think I have to go back and re-examine this. Aries, and again, I don't know if you're saying this to this King of Cups or vice versa. King of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody's saying it to somebody though, and they're saying, I want to start afresh, and I want to invest in this King of Swords. And it could be, again, male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's just the energy. So the King of Swords is honest, truthful, coming forward and saying, you know, I don't know if I want to really invest in this. I think I'm dropping my burdens. The 10 of Cups, that's twice. I have the 10 of Pentacles, excuse me, it's once. It's 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So it's happiness, family, 2 families here. So family's pretty heavily in this read. I feel like family is the center of the spread. The wishes, fulfillment, fulfilled, happy ever after. And somebody's heavily evaluating if they want to invest in this or if they're dropping their burdens. The 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles also, what do I really want? What do I want to invest in? Where do I want to go? I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's holding on to this King of Wands, and I do think maybe there might be 2 separate kings. It could be the same king. King of Wands, King of Cups could be the same person. Again, collective read. Take it as it resonates. There could be 2 kings in your scenario, but could be 2 different queens in your scenario as well. The reverse Queen of Wands is somebody not independent, sexy. No, it's very needy. It's very codependent. It's somebody clinging on to this king, wanting to, I keep hearing somebody's waiting for payday. They're waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for somebody to get paid so they can get a BMW. I swear, that's the vibe, is they're waiting for somebody to get cha-ching. They're waiting for payday so they can hold on to this king. So they're not willing to release this king so they can go and pursue their wishes fulfillment. That might be the burden that they can't release. This person can't pursue somebody else because they're tied to another. Anything else you want to share? Yeah, 2 of Cups, that's what this is about. They can't pursue another one. Page of Cups in the reverse. There's no communication of pursuing another person until they release this other one. The World in reverse, can't move forward. 7 of Wands twice now in your read, and they're defending this. Somebody's also defending the relationship. Somebody is stopping the relationship from going forward because there's an interference. That's another one. The Moon reverse is the secrets are out. It's unmasked. Not necessarily the third party. I don't think that that's ever been secretive. I think everybody knows about everybody else. I don't think anything's hidden. I think the secret is that maybe this King of Cups has feelings for both queens, you and this other person. That might be the secret, which is the truth coming out, which is now 2 Knights of Swords in the upright. Aries, if you are an ex, that might be the secret, is that this person wants to pursue a relationship with you. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, wish fulfillment, and here comes that Wheel of Fortune, destiny. And this, you might be a soul partner with this person, wanting to do it again, left out in the cold. You're moving forward and investing in yourself, and they want their Ten of Pentacles. With this Ace of Pentacles, it's on the way, and the Five of Cups is being left out in the cold as you move forward. Bottom behind this King of Cups is, again, Page of Cups again, with the world ending a cycle so they can move forward and making a decision to come get their Seven of Cups wishes fulfillment as they end out another cycle and go get their sun. Okay, that's enough of Aries. Same, two different decks, same message in my opinion. That's your spread, Aries. That's what you can look for. If you like this vibe, if you feel that this is your read, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. Please do it anyways. Once in a while, Retrograde does some interesting things and unsubscribes some of my readers. It's always been fun. So just make sure, please, that you're subscribed by hitting that subscribe button. And if you're interested in knowing when I upload new content, please follow along for more. It would help me out. Put the cards in the right spot. That would help too. That's what's going on for Aries. Next on is Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, you guys are going through, I feel, a new relationship or a rebirth of an ex-relationship, a previous relationship. You guys are sitting on the fence. You let something go. That I do know, because I've been feeling that all week for y'all. I've done a couple of Taurus readings, and it seems to be in the energy. Making space for the new by cleaning out the old, and if the new is the old coming back, it's a rebirth in a new way. It's like, have you ever like put something away only to take it out of your closet and you're like, oh my God, this is so cute. Not knowing you had that in your closet and you're like, oh, this is adorable. When did I buy that? I've done that. That's kind of the same vibe. It's like, oh, I didn't know. Why did we not work out? Why didn't we, like, oh, that's right. And you just you package it, unpackage it, examine it. And you're like, okay. Maybe you just didn't have an appreciation for each other. Or value each other prior. That's kind of the vibe I get. Let's find out. Let's see. Maybe it won't even be at all like that. Let's find out. Handful of you. Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. What's going on in the world for Taurus, please? Spirit, Holy Spirit, guides. Tell me what's going on in the world for Taurus today. Protection and light. Bring forward the most necessary message for Taurus. Four of Cups. I just said that. Knight of Pentacles. You guys are friends. First of all, let's start there. You guys are friends. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. First card out. King of Cups. Boy, that King of Cups gets around. Doesn't have to be a water sign. Could be, though. Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Tell me about Taurus, please. Knight of Cups. Tell me more. I feel like there's a few more messages in here for Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. I feel like you might have curly hair, Taurus. I kind of see somebody a little bit taller, curly hair. I have the Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords. You got your crap together, though. You know what you want. Of course, you're a bull. Strong, independent. Ten of Swords. And you saw it flip out over here. So this is the overall energy. And you're recovering from this. It's on its side. I feel like you're not messing around. You know exactly what you want. And you're entertaining this. Did I not just say that right before we started? It might have ended. And then you're considering taking this person back. That's kind of the vibe I get. Taurus. I do have the King of Pentacles. So this person's coming back now with a commitment. Where before I don't think they were willing to. Moon and the Four of Pentacles. This person was considering, sat on their hands a little too long. Bottom of the deck, moving forward now. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I have this King of Pentacles who maybe did not take this relationship too seriously. Maybe it was a situationship, friends with benefits sort of thing. Looking back at this relationship now sees didn't see you as wishes fulfillment or something worth investing in. Now coming back, spent, I think, maybe you worked with this person. I kind of get the sense that you worked with this person. Spent a lot of time. I want to pause here because I feel like people don't understand how work relationships start. So you spend 8 plus 10 hours plus possibly weekends, after hours work, happy hours. You spend 90% of the time with your work friends developing common relationships, interests, and you talk about building things, investing things. You're talking with people of like-minded energy, and you're investing and building with somebody on a daily, right? And you invest and you build and you invest and you build and you're tag teaming all day. You're brainstorming all day. You're overcoming obstacles all day. You're collaborating all day, and you're celebrating and you're struggling all day. Right? Of course you're going to develop feelings for somebody. And then when you accomplish something, you celebrate. So this person, I feel, these two people were partnered in challenging situations and were very successful, very competitive individuals. If they work together, if not, they just feel like they overcame some obstacles. Maybe they have similar backgrounds, or you, Taurus, and this person do. Maybe if you don't work together, you have similar challenges in the past. You have that equal yoke background. You have similar past, similar challenges. I don't know what else. You both had divorces, both came out of trials or tribulations or overcame obstacles or whatever. That's what it feel like. And it was so similar. This person didn't recognize the trials and the tribulations as something. You mirrored each other, and you guys didn't recognize that was a rare, very rare similarity that is not commonly found in relationships. Now they see it. At the time they didn't. I have the 7 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. They took it for granted. They didn't see the value in this. They do now. They do now. This person, I feel, maybe has come forward now. Now they come forward with this Knight of Cups, where before they just saw you as a friend or invested you as a friend. They're now wishing their insecurity and ignorance, that's the best way to put it. They didn't come forward. I think they treated you probably less than they should have. Now they're coming forward as a pentacle. They want to come with a pentacle, and this is a commitment. They've sat in their 4 of Swords and thought about it a little bit, and they're recognizing, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have. Oh, look, and they have a little bit of feelings for you, a little bit. They have some, they have some romantic feelings for you. Yeah, they see you as the Empress. They might also see you as somebody they want to invest in for the long term. Tell me about this in Taurus. This person in Taurus. 4 Cups in the reverse. So, yeah, it's a sudden awareness, choosing happiness, acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. So this person may have gotten an epiphany moment saying, oh my God, what did I do? I just overstepped my happiness, rather than I chose the wrong cup. I need to undead this thing. I need to move forward. Hierophant, need to marry this person, put a ring on it. This is somebody, also be very careful though, Taurus. This person isn't very single very often. I'm not sure. I feel like they may be single, but they're not alone for long. Internal struggle. They're going through it internally. It's like the washing machine. They have internal struggles, what to do. It's been a while since they've been together. Here comes that Knight of Cups. That's the second verification. That's Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups, and it landed on the side. They don't know if you're going to accept them because of the time it's been since they've approached you. You might be at a distance. You might live in another state. Also, there might be distance involved. There also might be conflict, Devil in the reverse, recovery with this sort of truth, heal this heartbreak, over it. So this is impulsive. They're not wishy-washy anymore. They're not going to juggle you. Have a history of that. They don't make decisions. This person doesn't make a decision. It takes forever for them to make a decision. Six of Swords, they want to take you to calmer waters, and the Three of Wands now in the reverse. So they're not sure if you're going to accept it. So yeah, they play small. Gosh darn it. Lack of planning, impulsive. Yeah, they're super impulsive. And again, they have unexpected delays. They might have hooked up in a different relationship and they realized, again, damn it. So this person tends to jump from one thing to another. It's kind of like leapfrog. So you might need to confront this person a little bit about that, because they tend to connect to the wrong people. And then they're like, should have had a V8 kind of moment, right? They want their cups to be full. They want to have their wishes fulfilled. They want to have the Wheel of Fortune with you. They want all the things, but they also want to skip karma. They don't want to have consequences. They make a bad choice, and when the karma hits, they just want to bypass it. They're trying to dodge karma. That's not how it works. Devil's on the toes, on the heels, right? And they're going to have to pay the piper at some point. They're going to come in with this truth. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They might actually be going through a hardship right now. They might be experiencing a little bit of this now. You are going, like I said at the beginning of this read, I feel like you're going through some positive karma. Currently, you had some boundaries. I think you put up some boundaries. They want to come forward and at least mend the relationship with the Two of Cups. They see you as a Queen of Cups, nurturer, healer, loving, kind, generous, giving. You might be in the same, well, you are in the same field they're in, but they definitely don't, they know how strong you are, and they definitely, I keep seeing therapist, teacher, but it's more programmer, IT, like you're behind a computer screen. You might be a builder of some form. You might be social media. You might have a platform. They're up in their head. You get a lot of attention anyways. They know you're strong, determined. You stand on your own 2 feet. You're very, very confident. You don't need their approval or validation. They need yours. And they're not insecure. They're just insecure with you. Very strong people, but they want they play it small with you. Okay, that's what's going on, but I expect this person to come forward and at least approach this conversation with you. The only suggestion, if I had one, is have the conversation about taking a pause, because I think you might be the recipient. You might be in this same situation after a bit, because this person has a hard time not knowing what they want. They haven't spent any time alone to discern what do they want. That's kind of the vibe I get. They just, when they get unhappy, they just turn the page and say, okay, well, this person doesn't make me happy, because they're not happy with themselves. They don't know what they want. So, sorry. I mean, not to put it, I'm sure they'll be happy with you too. It's not, just putting that out there. I just work here. Love you all. Okay. Sure, you'll be fine. Just making sure that all the cards are back in the upright. Next is Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, please, Spirit. Tell me about Gemini, Holy Spirit. Tell me about Gemini. Gemini, you guys might be struggling a little bit, just in the simple fact of this eclipse is kind of making you make some choices, some life-changing choices. You're releasing quite a bit of things. Past is in the past. It's challenging your sisters, your twins, it's challenging you to what stays, what goes. What stays, what goes. You're embracing the new, for sure. You're embracing the new. I feel like you're getting an upgrade. I feel like you're making that space. You're getting an offer. I just had this, I have a lot of Gemini friends. I just had this discussion with a Gemini friend of mine about an incoming position, and they were offered a position Friday. So I feel like this is validation to what I'm feeling. Maybe it's much larger than just my friend, but multiple Geminis. You might please validate that in the comments. 5 of Cups. So it's releasing, releasing stuff that doesn't serve you, as well as embracing, making space, what I just said. Plus, maybe others are missing you, Gemini, in your energy. Tell me more. I feel like several of you are making choices about, even though you love the person, if it's a person and not like a situation or an addiction, maybe you're grieving something that you miss, a behavior, or I don't know. I feel like it's more of a person, somebody that you're really close to, you really, really love, and you have a lot of love for this person, but it's just same old, round, and it's letting go of that. It's regret, failure, disappointment. Oh, I see one card sticking straight up. Let's see what that is. It's a couple of them. 3 of Pentacles, High Priestess. Is that the only one? Yeah. I'm going to take them. It's Page of Wands, High Priestess, 3 Cups. I feel like you need to trust yourself. Gemini, I feel like you're getting, okay, even though you're going through a grieving process, and this eclipse is, you are releasing things that don't serve you. And it's really, really hard. It's really hard for you to release things that you love, even though it's a sacrifice. It does feel like a sacrifice. Sooner or later, really right around the corner, you're going to be in a celebration. This too shall pass. You're going to be collaborating and creating things with new people, communities. You're going to be happy. Page of Wands is a brand new endeavor, a passionate new thing. And you're using your intuition. It'll be downloads, sacred knowledge. If you're going to be in your divine feminine, if you're a feminine, for sure. But it's like, if you're masculine, you're going to be embracing your feminine side, which is what you need, balance, right? Coming out of a period of anxiety, that's nice, especially if you're coming out of a toxic relationship. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you might have had been honest with somebody, which is possibly why you're maybe coming into some money. If you're not, I feel like you are. I feel like this is actually, and I'm getting validation right now. I feel like you are getting financial gain, and you're getting like a large financial gain. Tell me more. Like a large amount of money, maybe. And it's cause effect kind of level. Death, rebirth in the reverse. So whoever Gemini that you left is, I just need to tell you, you don't need validation. If you were, this is it. Whoever you left is going through resistance to change. So just know the imbalance that you were going through, where you released whatever you released, is fearful of making any change. So they're sitting on the fence and they're stagnant. They're fighting it. They won't go through the personal transformation. You, as a result of making space, you're going through victory, and you're going to be given new opportunities to grow. That's the cause effect. That's the benefit of this scale. The scale is balancing out. Because you made space, you're going through abundance. That's just how it works. You made space for new things to come in because you made room. Bottom of the deck is now a Page of Swords. Tell me about this High Priestess, please. High Priestess is defined as the Hierophant. It's morality. I think by you making space, you're getting spiritual downloads. You're getting knowledge that you never had before. And you know, for the handful of Geminis that went through, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna not dump your purse on the table, but kind of. For those of you that survived some pretty dark, nefarious, tragic challenges, the higher the vibrational awakenings you're going to go through, okay? The higher knowledge, the sharper epiphanies, the sharper the intuition, on point, very loudly, very clear. I guess the clearer your vision will be. But tell me about this Three of Cups. Pull. Three of Cups is going to be defined as the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles could be the person that you were dealing with, Earth sign. Could be a Taurus, Leo. Could be a number of different, I'm getting kind of any of them, Cap. I kind of get a Libra. I also get an Aquarius, an Aries, Sag. Knight of Cups, King of Cups. Could have water in its sign. King of Wands. Could be all. It could be an Emperor. I just said it, and the Emperor came out. Look at that. Ba, ba, ba. So it's embodying all of these. So the person that you were just releasing, or you could have three kings and an Emperor show up with the healing card. Gemini, you might be getting a new job actually too. You might be going through a rebirth right now. By releasing whatever you released, you might be actually getting a new job, or you might meet your next person. I kind of get that again as well. So you might have walked off a job or left someplace where you're walking into the next most abundant season. They're going to miss you, but I also feel like you're leaving somebody behind that's also missing you right now. Pretty dark night, but you're also getting some epiphanies and some increases in your spiritual knowledge. This is a season of letting go. This is not adding, you know, I'm always fascinated by Instagram and some tiki-taki stuff, like join the seminar and add this thing and learn how to manifest and do these things and, you know, buy all this stuff. But in reality, I feel like we're already intuitive. I don't think we need to add more. We need to release more so we can be intuitive, be more awake, be more alert. We need to relearn and reprogram how not to take other people's stuff on and how to release stuff. And then we become more awake of who we really are. I think that's what we're trying to do, is let go of stuff, not add more stuff. Become more in tune with creation within us. That's what we're trying to do. Manifest from within out, not out within. I don't need to go out there to find who I am. I need another way. The outside is telling me who they think I should be. I think it's the other way around. But that's me. What do I know? That's this energy. Is I feel like this is what's going on here. You're sitting in your Queen of Swords, all in power, being truthful, being knowledge, not holding back. And Gemini, you're beautiful. This is beautiful energy. I haven't even pulled a clarification card yet. Just hang in there with me. I just want to do this. I'm going to mess them all up for you, Gemini. I'm going to wild card it out here. Tell me about Gemini. I just feel like you've gone through enough right now. You've gone through some crap. You've been in the middle of a messy situation, I feel, with quite a few folks. You walked away from some slander. I want to say slander. Some activity that... left you in the shadier of light. And I feel like if it were a job, you're not even, it's like, I kind of feel like you just left. You're just like, bye, gotta go. You didn't think twice about it. And it's not like you're mad about it. You're just like, I'm healing. You're the star. You're walking into your best season ever, and you're not looking back, but you're also healing from this thing. You finding your self-worth and speaking your truth allows you to celebrate and find you're the King of Pentacles, maybe. You're the kings. Maybe you're all three kings. Tell me about Gemini. And Gemini, I don't think you're Magician. You're manifesting all over the place with the sun. Yeah, this is the vibe I got. You're not accepting pages of cups. You're not accepting... if people are coming back from the past to like offer you a simple I'm sorry to mend the BS, you're not accepting it. You're just like, I gotta go. These are all in the reverse. I don't know if I accept these. I don't know if I'm not feeling, maybe this was a mistake just to get the reverse Page of Cups. Six of Swords in the upright, I'm going to accept. With the Ace of Wands, I am going to accept. And the Death Rebirth card, I am going to accept. Those three I will accept. I'm not accepting these. I just don't think these are, I think they just were a mock to get to this cup, or to get to the reverse cup. The two of Cups, I am going to accept. I do feel like you're meeting some new folks. If you're not if you're looking for employment, or if you're in employment, not happy, considering leaving somewhere, you're going into new chapters, but this new ace is a new beginning. And I do feel like it's work related, but you're also meeting somebody that you may actually date. I feel like the death rebirth is you leaving one thing to go start a new one, or to rebirth something with one of these kings, maybe a past king, again, collective for a whole bunch of folks, but be mindful. I think it might be combined. It might be a work-related situation. I don't know. It's very muddled. It's muddled, but for a handful of you, you might end up in a relationship with somebody new. Let me rephrase. You might be in a relationship with at the new job with somebody you know from this pile of folks. Somebody you may actually know or dated before, or were in a friendship before, something like that. Okay, Gemini. Cancer. Cancer. I can say it like that because I'm a Cancer. Gotta love the Cancer cards. Wild card it up and shuffle. Mess them up. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, Spirit. Tell me all about Cancer. Mix them up for Cancer. What's going on in the world for Cancer? Cancer. All right. About time. About time. 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. I hear music. I hear some music. Love it. Justice. How about Cancer? 10 of Swords. Second one, please, for Cancer. You all saw that fly out. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Something about Cancer. Hierophant. Sticky contacts. Get a bonus card. Tower. Woo! Page of Wands in the reverse. Overall energy, Ace of Wands. Hidden energy, I should say. Clarifying card. So right now, Cancer. Somebody's setting some clear, definitive boundaries with this friendship. Somebody's asking for forgiveness and celebrating new experiences. There's some conservative energy surrounding money around. I gotta be straight with you though. There's a lot of celebration and harmony, but there is seriously some conservativeness around this energy. Somebody's holding back. Somebody's super, it's a control feeling. It's almost not quite lack, but the sense of, I don't want to give them anything that I might overgive. So somebody may have, maybe you, Cancer, have walked into previous relationships jumping in, and that is not the energy that you're walking into this one with. You may have been an overgiver in the past, and now it's 180 the other way. You're holding back. You're putting the leash on. I have an Ace of Swords. Oh, that's why, because you got your heart broke before. The 3 of Swords, or maybe you're communicating your heart broke and just rushing in. Maybe that's what your fear is. And it's the Page of Wands in the reverse, is you're not really looking to... yeah, somebody's rushing it. Maybe this isn't your energy, Cancer. Maybe somebody's doing this for you or to you. It's self-limiting beliefs. Yeah, somebody's got really low self-esteem. Somebody's rushing in with like capitating. They don't feel good enough for you. They feel like they're not they're not good enough, or they owe you such amends because they've done you wrong so bad that they're not worthy of a conversation. You're never going to forgive them. They've already gotten themselves in the grave. You know, like, I'm going to just skip to the end. They already have the Ten of Swords as the outcome, so why even try? This might be a tower for you. That why show up if you're not willing to even talk to me? Why are you here? Like, why are you coming to me saying you're not even worthy of having a conversation? What are you doing here? Because in the center spread, it's Six of Cups and Hierophant. So this person has a lot of love, has a lot of feelings, has a lot of nostalgia. They have intent to salvage this thing. They want to be honest. They want to have an exploration. That is not my language. I don't know. They want to explore the past. Okay. It's kind of like a combination between explore the past and celebrate the future. Celebration, explore and celebrate. I guess. So they want to explore the past and celebrate the future. Friendship, maybe potential, and the celebration. And this is friendship, kinship again. That feeling of camaraderie. This is safety. This is about a friendship. So again, with the eclipse today and the closing of the cycles, I'm going to go back to justice. The justice card is out, and I cannot stop to think, and judgment is here. Somebody's sitting here, oh, with the Seven of Swords. That's that insecurity again. Am I good enough? Are they going to accept me? Blah, 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 blah. So Cancer, somebody's on the fence, really insecure. Is this worth it? What if they don't accept me? What if they don't want to hear what I have to say? They love you. Cancer, this person loves you. Just if somebody knocks on your door, just know, hear them out, okay? Because they're coming in with the truth, with a passionate, with a lot of love. They miss the crap out of you. And in order, like, the universe is going to keep prodding this person right here with the world until they heal this thing. Because this is stuff, these are cycles that have to. This is a lesson. These are karmic ties and lessons that have to come to a close. These, you don't write the story. You all agreed to this before coming here. I don't know what else to tell you. This conversation, I have two Queen of Swords right here next to each other. The conversation had to unpack whether you like it or not. And if not with this person, Cancer, you need to be the Queen of Swords. Okay, so when they come knocking on your door, you need to be the Queen of Swords. If you don't have it here with this person, you're going to have it with somebody else. You're going to keep doing the cycle until you have the conversation. This made me feel this way. And then they say what they say. And then you say what you need to say until you both get to a place where you share your feelings. There is a storm that has just started outside. I don't know, it might be hail. So this is a storm warning in Denver. We have like one a year. So this is your storm warning. Congratulations. And it's for you, Cancer. So you might have a storm coming, which is this Tower, I feel. So I'm going to clarify the Tower. I'm just going to skip to the end. So this is justice, and I have the Six of Wands in the reverse. I kind of feel like this is somebody's ego, and it's somebody's lack of confidence. And that's why it's justice. It's lack of recognition, somebody getting discredited. And it is somebody who I feel like they could just come in and take you off the shelf and play with you when they wanted to. And that's not the truth, Cancer. As a Cancer, you don't go half in on anything. And a Cancer typically loves hard and strong. But boy, you cut a Cancer, they cut you. They're done. They're kind of done. And that's the Five. The Five of Wands is that, or they're internally on the fence whether they should come and talk to you. And this is the Fool, them jumping in and just trying. So I want to talk about this fiery tower here. Tell me about this fiery tower. Tell me about this tower, please, Spirit. The Four of Wands, standing on the defense. They're going to defend. They want this relationship with you. This Five of Wands, we have it twice in the reading. The Seven of Wands, or excuse me, Seven of Swords, Hangman. They see something in a different perspective. You can hear the thunder and lightning outside. And I have the Knight of Pentacles. This relationship is over. That's what they're concerned about. They see it from a different perspective. They want to unpack some of the insecurity and the lies and deceit they've told, and the defense mechanisms, and they want to be truthful about it. I do feel like this person is trying to make amends. This King of Wands does have a plan with their Empress. They do want to make it right with you. I do also want to just share, that might be the Tower, is that this person has a decision to make. You're going to have a decision to make, where this is going, what kind of friendship, if there is one, to pick up on and start over, whatever you're doing here. That's the next choice. But I do feel like you, Cancer, have some decisions to make. You are focused on work. That's what this is. For me, all I'm picking up, even though this is really heavy relationship, friendship, this is about work. You're walking into your best season ever. You're walking into a frugality. You're walking into abundance. I really want you to focus on you. You're getting opportunity after opportunity. And I know that this isn't a financial read, but I don't even need the cards. And I'm telling you right now, you're walking into the best chapter of your ever-loving life. You're going to be, like Wheel of Fortune after Wheel of Fortune. That equal give and take, that scale balancing out, it is a beautiful thing. Money, money, money. Like, plant a tree in the backyard, because it is going to be raining cash. Very excited for you. Very proud of you. You've been patient. You've been waiting. You've been praying. You've been calling in. Even if you don't really even believe, the universe is listening, because that is science. Science. It's like, whether you believe or not, it is the balancing act. You may not feel it. You may feel like, whatever. I don't believe in all that garbage, Maria. Doesn't matter. Don't care if you believe or not. You can thank me later, because it's coming in. You can always buy me a coffee. There's a button. There's a button on the bottom. So when you get your financial winnings coming in, just say, oh, that's right, that weird tarot lady said this was going to happen. But there is a storm warning coming in, so be mindful of that. And keep your mind together. Storm outside. Leo, what's going on with Leo? Tell me about Leo. Oh, here comes that hail. Maybe you're fighting with Leo. Tell me about Leo. Whew. Bottom of the deck of Leo is an Ace of Cups. Page of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands. Knight of Swords. Two of Cups, Three of Cups. Eight of Wands. Seven of Swords. Six of Wands. Oof, the Empress in the reverse. Tell me about this. Define this card. Can you hear the storm? Tell me more. Yo, Leo. Ouch. Leo, so you're going through it. I got two Eight of Wands. Leo, are you dealing? I have a motorcycle with the Eight of Wands, so somebody's rushing in. You feel like you might be on the receiving end of communication or travel. Somebody's rushing in with the truth. Somebody wants to either save you from financial ruin or to help you, looking at it from a different perspective. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. It's rushing in, yeah. Somebody wants to give you justice from some debauchery. Somebody is, I feel like, oh God, help me. Leo, if you're dealing with two men, I feel like one is possibly a current partner you're trying to get away from. I just work here. Save the hate mail. May not be a read, but I feel like the King of Wands in the reverse is somebody you're dealing with that you don't want to deal with, that you're trying to escape from, and you possibly have somebody else that you may want to be in a relationship with that you see brings you happiness. Y'all heard that, right? Yeah. Wow, the Fool in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse, dealing with the past guy. It's not moving anywhere. There is no love left. You're telling this person it's over, and you're walking away. Seven of Cups in the reverse, upright deck in the World. Okay, that's all that needs to be said about the past guy. I think it's the end. You're probably filing this week, or just packing your bag and catching a plane. Yeah, Queen of Wands, you're getting your groove back, Stella. You're walking into a new chapter. I feel the Knight of Swords is you're being honest with this person and you're exiting. Ten of Swords, you're dropping this burden. I feel male or female, it doesn't matter. I feel whoever's trying to hold on to you, you're exiting, and I feel like you're leaving to join your partner. It could be a water sign, to join them because that person makes you happy and that person makes you content, and you're hoping to God that person will accept you back. I've never had thunder and lightning. You're making a decision right there. You want to reverse this. Everything's fine because you have been lying. It's not fine. It's not okay. And you've been telling somebody it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And you're like, it's not. I need to go. I need to go now. You want to celebrate Three Cups in the upright. You want to go and join your partner, like I just said. You want to take this person on a cruise. You want to go to an island. You want to get away. And you want to reconnect with this person. That's that. You have two Knight of Swords. You're calling that person and you're saying, I'm in my head. I want to rush back to you. I feel like it's been too long and I miss you. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the upright. And the Ace of Wands. You want a brand new beginning with this person. Feel heavy on the water sign. I'm so, Leo, I feel like this is a long time coming. You've really wanted to escape. I'm just going to confirm if I'm right. This person feels the same way about you, has been in their depression, missing you as well. I feel like they've tried to get over you and they can't. That's the first energy. I feel like they've been forced to let you go because they felt like you were never going to leave your partner. And it was validation with the thunder. I'm going to take that. Never have I ever. Your tribe is like, it is about damn time. But it's all about knowing what you want, right? And so I feel like this is going to actually be a long-standing relationship between the two of you because you finally have released enough of this energy. And if you don't believe me, rewind it and look at the Cancer read, because I feel it's heavy Cancer. So forgive me if I'm wrong. It could be any water sign. Could be a Scorpios too. Could be, I mean, for a Pisces, it could be that too. But I kind of feel it's cat. Don't know why. Like I said, I just work here. But Leo, that's you. Could be anything. But I also feel several Leos, you might be on the outs too. You might be on the outs with your mates. You might be going through some struggles, death. Handful of Leos are making a decision what you're doing with your person, and you're putting up boundaries. I just had a conversation today as well with another Leo, and it's funny because several Leos, they don't put up boundaries. They never have. So when they put up a boundary, it almost sounds like an ultimatum. So be careful of that. And if you think about your last conversation, just consider what it sounded like when it came out of your mouth, because you don't ever put them up. And when you do, it sounds like a threat. And there's nothing wrong with a boundary, nothing wrong, but you just don't put them up. And when you do, it sounds like a threat. So, or an ultimatum. That's something that came up today too. Just be mindful of that. You have every right to put up a boundary. It's not okay that I need you to do this. It's a boundary. They're healthy. Okay. Not all boundaries are bad. On to Virgo. Virgo, tell me about Virgo, please. Virgo, you're dealing with the King of Swords, Virgo. You're ending it or you're revisiting it with the Moon, Temperance. Ooh, I kind of get that you might be getting a new opportunity in the next six weeks. More so 6 days. Celebrating a brand new opportunity. Could be a past lover, could be a new job. Justice, King of Swords, Justice. Talking about the moon. Devil. Truth is coming out. Yeah. So, okay. So you're ending it with something. You're having this, okay, yeah. Previous ending. Looking at it in a different perspective, using your intuition. And you feel like you're possibly in a third party situation and or in competition with a third party. How's that? So you may be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You might also be challenged, I'll use that word, with trying to get the truth. You're trying to find the truth out, or you're trying to determine what is the truth. You want clarity from this person. You want to know if that person, who I don't think you're with, I don't think you're even in contact with this person. It's a mystery right now. I feel like you might be in anxiety. They are definitely, I feel like they're maybe not hiding, but they kind of feel like they're hiding. They're like they're avoiding conflict or confrontation. Heavy, there's an attachment. I feel like there's a heavy attachment, maybe for a handful of you, I feel like somebody here has, or you left somebody that has a heavy addiction, or third party energy, or parties a lot, or puts you in a competition, or makes you feel like there's always a third party. So you're constantly in defensive mechanism with this person and defending yourself against like your own space. And if it's not an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you're in a state of defense. You're in a state of defensiveness with your person. This person, I feel, maybe parties too much, drinks too much, and you're constantly putting yourself in a state of defensiveness. I don't know what else to say about that. Or competition, protection. You're constantly feeling like you have to protect yourself. Perseverance, defense. I feel like you ended it. You put a completion. You're in a healing space right now. You found it was completely imbalanced. You're trying to get your groove back. You're trying to, you're using intuition. You're listening to yourself. You're healing after heartache. And you're coming out of a space of feeling like a wounded warrior. I don't see the Nine of Wands here, but you're making a decision. I feel like this person may be reaching out to, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. But you're listening to your intuition. You're like, I mean, that would be the vibe I get is, I don't trust this person quite yet because this person gives me anxiety when they reach out to me because nothing has changed. And I'm like, if they text you, that's the space you're in. Or I'm already defensive when they text me. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo, what's going on with Virgo? Magician, I feel like you're manifesting. What are they manifesting? Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse. I don't think you want this relationship. You want something different, new yourself. What's behind the Ten of Swords? Coming out of a space of anxiety, what I just said. You're wanting something new, a different beginning. You want to put a death to this. I don't think it's a rebirth. You want to heal and move on to some calm waters and overcome this thing. You're sick of the lies and the deceit, and you see this person as a player. You want to stand in your own pre-empress mode. If you're male, you're kind of confident in your own self. You don't want to be carrying anybody else's luggage. You don't know what to think about this person because you're still healing after the 8 cups were shattered. 8's a lot. 8 is like pretty pretty happy. 8 is a pretty happy, like most people are pretty happy at 8 of Cups. And you're like, I'd rather take my risk for my 10. I'll start at the 1 again. I'll start at the Ace of Cups again, because I never felt like this person was truly honest. And there's that Magician again. I got it twice in your read. I'd rather just sit here and wait. This person's trying to manifest you back, I feel. Tell me more. What's going on with Virgo? Virgo, I feel like you're defensive. Yeah, Queen of Cups. They see you as a Queen of Cups. You're trying to get your groove back as well as be loving, kind. Page of Pentacles. This person might offer you. Yeah, I got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. You don't have a lot of nostalgic feelings. They're different feelings. They're different. 7 of Swords. You're defensive and you're sick of deceit, lie, etc., etc., etc. 10 of Wands. I just mentioned this. You're trying to drop the burdens. You're not looking forward. You don't really want to accept a brand new beginning from this person. And you see this maybe as justice, karma, cause and effect. And I got the Lovers here too. With the 8 of Pentacles. I think you did a lot of work on yourself, but yeah, I feel like you felt that maybe it was one-sided in the relationship with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't feel like you really felt it was a two-party. So Virgo, I feel like your ability to look back at the relationship brings you a different perspective with that Hangman, right? It's the 10 of Cups on the side, High Priestess. Yeah. I also feel like maybe with this in the reverse over the Queen of Cups, you might have felt that was the third party with this this High Priestess in the reverse. Handful of you might feel there was a third party in the relationship, that you were juggled for this person, because this fell out after this one, meaning that's maybe also why you have a 6 of Cups in the reverse. You might feel there was a third party that interfered with your relationship. Is that correct, Spirit? Let me start from the beginning. Is that correct? Is there a third party that interfered with this relationship? Five of Swords with the 3 of Swords. So this person, whoever you were dealing with, couldn't get over a previous relationship. So Virgo, this person held on to possible water sign or couldn't get release of it, death. They couldn't death rebirth it. They couldn't let go of it. Yeah, and they weren't being honest with it. Couldn't let go of it. They still had love for this previous relationship. Couldn't release it. Hierophant. Maybe they were married to him or in a long-standing relationship. 8 of Cups. They couldn't walk away. Empress. That's who they were really in love with. 4 of Wands. They wanted to go back and redo it. And the Hangman, they see it from a different perspective. And you knew it. 10 of Swords. They couldn't release it. And now I feel like you're coming into a space of acceptance and you're in a different space. You're okay with it. Anything else? Yeah, the Emperor in the reverse. I think you see this person in a different light. They never took ownership of it. That was the thing. Is an Emperor in the upright saying, hey, here's the story. I'm still in love and dealing with this past person. I can't get past and blah, blah, blah. I'm not quite healed yet. They just couldn't own it. They just denied it. And it just took somebody a longer time to accept it. And maybe they didn't. King Cups also in the reverse. That's also, you know, petty. A little petty. A little, you know. King of Cups is denying that they had any feelings. Stoic. Hard shell. Deep feelings on the inside. You're not able to communicate their feelings. The King of Cups in the upright is lots of love on the inside. You know, a little stoic on the outside. Not able to share it. But they have a lot of love just on the reverse. They gush. You know, they're very emotional. They cry, and that's okay. They you know, but they come out. It comes out sideways. It comes out when they drink. It comes out listening to music. Very nostalgic, but they can't communicate it. They can't talk about it directly. All right, so Virgo, sorry. I wanted to see what comes in. You might have to be just a little patient with yourself as you're healing, but this Hermit and the Ace of Swords is you might have some closure on this in a bit. But I feel you move forward. This person might come back and have a conversation with you about this closure. Sorry, my contacts are sticky there. Makes things fuzzy. Hang tight. Hard to take a break when you're doing these straight. So appreciate your patience with me. I want to clarify the Hermit and the Sword, please. This person looking for the truth or clarifying the truth. Tell me about Virgo and this truth. What about this Hermit and the Sword, Spirit? Justice. Eight of Swords. Somebody's up in their head. Anxious. Six of Wands being victorious with the Death. With the Seven of Wands. You know, standing on their defensive. Somebody's defending this. Well, I think you're going on to better things, quite frankly. You're moving on. I feel in your Empress, you're moving into your Empress chapter, Virgo. Be careful, there are a lot of lefts when you can take rights too. So I think fresh is better than repeat past, but you do have a Star card as your overall energy going forward. So you are healing from this and you are moving into some pretty exciting things coming forward. So you are focusing on work too. A pretty exciting endeavor coming up. That's your 6-month view, I see, as you're investing and saving money and going into new endeavors, financial endeavors. Money, money, money. Okay, moving on. Libra. Tell me about Libra. Tell me about Libra, please, Spirit. Holy Spirit, tell me about Holy Spirit. All right. Thank you. I'm going to take it that way. So the Queen of Pentacles, it can be in the reverse, in the upright, doesn't matter. I'm going to take it in the reverse because that felt right when it came out. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse can be an ex-wife. It can be past lover. It's just financial independence. It could be your energy. It doesn't mean male, female, just financial independence. Coming into financial independence. Self-made, self-care. Could be conflict. Could be somebody you're dealing with. Little self-centered, self-focused. If it's you, you might be walking into some financial conflict or work conflict. Heads up on that. Talk about Libra. I'm going to make this my side energy, please. Libra. Are you in competition with somebody? Interesting. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. These are the 4 I'm going to take that are over here hanging out on the side. So, Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Okay, so I have this Queen of Cups with this Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups can be representing a water sign. I have the Queen of Swords, overall energy. Justice with the Knight of Wands. Hangman, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands with the World. Seven of Cups with the Tower. Libra, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that maybe has or had an ex, or you're the ex. Let's put it that way. You might be the ex, and maybe had a third party, or a girlfriend, or a party of some form. Queen of Wands for me is representative of an extra, a trio in a duo, you know. And so the trio is coming to a close. Or you're leaving this relationship and you're the trio, depending on who you are in this scenario. But this is what's justice, is this swift moving energy, this passionate, inspired energy that's coming forward is offering you this brand new opportunity. Whether you take it or not, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that they offered it to you is what the justice is, because that is the justice, is that previously I don't feel like you were the chosen one previously. Either they left you for this third party, and for them to come back and offer you this fabulous new beginning tells you if you were placed in the competition, you technically won by them giving you the, you know, energy, time, commitment cup. You were the winner if you were in a competition you didn't sign up for. Congratulations, you won, which is justice. You're the star. You're the GOAT. If you were, you didn't even know. You didn't even know you were in a race. You never even signed up for this. You were already running and you didn't even know you were in the marathon. It's kind of like they were all playing checkers and you were playing chess the whole time and you didn't even know you were playing. You were just being yourself. Secondly, this person's defending themselves, and I feel like, again, you didn't know you had to defend yourself, and it's wishes fulfillment for the person. Your wish, I don't know if your wish is fulfilled or their wish is fulfilled, but I feel like Libra, somebody wanted their wishes fulfilled and it didn't happen. It fell apart. So I don't know whose energy is whose, but the Seven of Cups, if they were holding on for a financial windfall, it's not coming through by this King of Cups. It didn't come together. It fell apart. So if somebody was holding on to somebody for a payout, yeah, Moon held in a tight secret behind their hand. Yeah, this King of Swords is calling them out, Ten of Swords, and they're saying, yeah, no, I'm not hanging here for the money, for the payout, for the money to come in. They got wind of this. I have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun. Somebody's confronting somebody else and they're cutting bait and running. That's the Tower. So if it's you that's having this conversation, Libra, with this King of Cups, or vice versa, that's what's going on, putting somebody in the Nine of Swords moment and this King of Wands. And they're dropping all the burdens. So somebody is getting released this week. And we started this whole reading, and that's this whole thing, is releasing burdens that don't fit. Two of Pentacles, making a decision for their Ten of Pentacles. They want their, or Ten of Cups, they want their wish fulfillment in their family. They're going after what they deserve and they want. Hangman, seeing it from a different perspective, the Queen of Pentacles. Beginning of the read was Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, now it's in the upright. They're making a decision to go after what they want. Ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-relationship, it doesn't matter. Eight of Wands. They're closing out things, whether it's you, whomever, they're closing out things to go get what they want. And the Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords with the Three of Wands, leaving somebody in heartbreak. These are the four cups, or the four cards that fell out and I pushed to the side because I didn't feel like it was a part of your reading, but it impacted your reading. So I don't know how this impacts you. Somebody's offering somebody else a cup. Somebody's defending themselves. I feel to you about this, moving forward and leaving either you in heartache or vice versa. You're going to go ahead and tell somebody else, hey, this isn't working out for me. I know you were hanging on in hopes for this financial win to come in, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this situation because I'm going to go back and have this other conversation with so-and-so because that makes me happy, etc. I'm not sure how this affects you. I feel like, Libra, you're totally invested in the well-being of yourself, the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on yourself. I have Justice in the spread, and then I have the Ten of Swords, the ending. I think I need to end it there. And then I have the Six of Cups. Somebody's going to be sitting on the Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, with the Three of Swords. This is somewhat of a justice, and for those Libras that understand this spread, and are watching me, they kind of understand. I believe a lot in karma, dharma, cause effect, and what goes around is the Wheel of Fortune. So how we put out, it's just the balance of the universe, and that's what's happening with the eclipse. It's almost like it has to shift, right? The energy has to shift with the world and the Wheel of Fortune, and that is exactly what is happening now. Is that energy shift is occurring to rebalance the energy to where it needs to be. When this thing started about a year ago, maybe, could be as 6 months ago, could be 8 months ago, 10 months ago. So that's what's going on in the world of Libra. So Libra, I think you're doing okay. I think you're releasing things that don't serve you anymore. You're having honest conversations. You're having honest conversations. I did see that Ace of Pentacles in here too. So you might be offering your cup or pentacle to somebody else. So if you are releasing somebody, I think you're doing it in a respectful way and you're moving on to something that you're really wanting as well. Okay. Or maybe just offering it to yourself. That's kind of cool. Next thing is Scorpio. Next sign, Scorpio. What's going on in the world of Scorpio? Tell me about Scorpio. Three of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Magician. That's interesting. Six of Wands on a side. Empress in the reverse. Okay. Kind of know what's going on in your world, Scorpio. Very interesting. Seven of Swords. Page of Wands in the reverse. Need a few more cards for Scorpio, please. Under the Magician. Scorpio, please, Holy Spirit. Tell me about a magician. The Fool. Manifesting a new beginning. I bet. Moving forward. Dropping this burden. Trying to reverse it. Doing it all. Scorpio. Scorpio. What are you doing? Four of Pentacles. Saving every penny you have. Being conservative as the cards go flying. You're about ready to drop it all. That is for sure. You're ready to cave. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak. Suffering. Grief. Emotional pain. Betrayal. Deception. Feeling like somebody's getting away with something. Somebody's acting strategic. Somebody's sitting on their hands, creating conflict, in a lack of mentality, immediate change. Somebody's trying to manifest a new beginning. Somebody feels like they're doing everything in this relationship. Somebody's extremely selfish, impatient, depressed, and dependent on others. Yeah. Three of Cups, the Fool in the World, and the Two of Pentacles. So definitely over drinking, stuck in the memories of the past, the good times, the hot and cold in and out, shuffling. They want to rebirth this thing and start anew. They don't want to fight anymore. They want to have a victorious new beginning. They want to be the Empress. They're super depressed. They're super insecure. They see, oh my God, Scorpio, what is going on? Talking about the Seven of Swords and the Three of Hearts. Y'all saw that. It flew out here. Yeah, they got their heart broken. Tell me about this. It's the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more about this. This Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Cups. Yeah, they want a new beginning. They want to come back. I got the Devil. Somebody's got some... They think you're the best of the best. How's that? In every way. Every way. Nobody's better than you. They want to manifest you back. Tell me about what could they do differently? How can I say that? Four of Pentacles. They were holding back the whole time. Behind the Four of Pentacles. They're working hard on themselves. They want to come in. They've elevated to two kings. King of Swords, King of Wands. They now are willing to commit. They want to travel with you. They want to take you places. They're hot and cold. They've been indecisive in the past. They want to move past this. They're coming out of a space of anxiety. They have inner turmoil. They're deep-seated fears. They're not going to accept them. Like, they feel like you're never going to accept them back. They feel like this is justice. They put you in a position of a third party. And they still have a lot of feelings for you. But this is impulsive. Like, they want to race in. They feel like you're never going to accept them. Judgment with the Five of Cups. You're never going to accept them. They're coming in as a page. You're an empress. You know, they want to do something grand, but they just don't have the... I feel like they don't have the guts or the fortitude. Anything else for Scorpio? And vice versa. Scorpio, this might be your energy towards them. Three of Swords again. Yeah, brokenhearted. They are just two Five of Cups. Now, Spirit's just showing off. It's the same exact spread. You make them very happy. They're trying to manifest a new beginning with you. Heal after heartache. They give you everything. They'd say, I give you the kingdom. I give you all my kingdoms. They heal. They give you everything. Yeah, they give you everything. They want two Wheel of Fortunes. They give you everything. So, any action this person's going to do this week? They say they want to come in, but I see stagnant energy. Anything they're going to do, they can actually come in. Ace of Wands, yeah, they're going to come in. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, with Two of Cups. They're going to call you, text you. Pages or communication, text, call, phone call. They might show up at your door. I feel like they might show up at your door at night, actually. They think of you a lot at night. So they might actually sit in their car. I can't believe I'm saying this. They might sit in their car and wait to see if you're alone. When you get out of your car, stalker alert, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say this. And then like walk in right behind you to your door because they want to make sure you're alone. And they want to have a conversation immediately with you. Like sit down, help you carry the groceries in. Kind of weird, but that's the vibe I'm getting. They want to have a sit down face to face with you. They don't want to do it on the phone. They want to see if you're living alone. They might have been doing this a few days prior to this conversation. Sorry. Not that it's a drone or anything, but it wouldn't surprise me. This is the kind of energy I'm talking about. They're very curious about you. They want to know like what competition they're up against. Alrighty then. You definitely are on this person's mind 24/7. They might connect with you through music. They definitely like you might have left, or they might have a piece of your clothing. I don't know what to say. They may sleep with it. And they like the smell of it. They definitely reminisce to your pictures. They plan their future together a lot. They think about what could be. They really feel bad. I mean, like really, really feel bad. They escape. Very smart people. The person I'm picking up on is extremely intelligent. Smart. Good person. Good-hearted. Genuinely decent human being. Cares a lot. May actually go to the movies by themselves to escape. They just want to get the hell out of their head. And I don't think they can... If they live with somebody... Sorry, I just work here, but if they live with another person or have kids or something, they may say they have to work and then go to the movie theaters and watch a movie by themselves. They can't talk to you for whatever reason, or won't text you, or won't call you, or you might have them blocked, or you might live with somebody, they just can't, they for whatever reason, energetically or whatever, they can't connect with you. You might be married, they might be married, you both might be married or live with somebody. I don't know. It's just like, so they go somewhere else. So they go to the movies. It's a time filler. So just know that. They might just fill their time with something else. Just get you out of their heads. They just need to keep it. They need a distraction. Okay. Sagittarius. Tell me about Sag. Okay, tell me about Sag. But, yeah. Okay, I got to get on to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. All right, Sag. Clearing the energy for Sag. Tell me about Sag. Sag. There you are. There you are. Hey, Sag. Backpack. Dora the Explorer. High energy for Sag. Bubbly. Kind-hearted, fun. Kind of volatile this week. Tell me about Sag. You got the Magician. There you go. Manifesting new things. You got your 10 of... Yes. Yes. Sag, you're looking for new beginnings. You might actually be asking somebody, or somebody might be asking you to marry them. You might be moving. You might be moving, or somebody might be moving in with you. I got the 3 of Swords. It might be a previous relationship. You might be leaving somebody to go move in with somebody else. Also, it's handful of you might actually be divorcing so you can be with somebody new. Ending something to be with something else. Temperance. It's imbalanced. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like if your divorce is final, it's not, surprise, your divorce is final. It's like, it's been a long time coming. You're signing your paperwork. I saw one that was flipped over. Oh, okay. Signing your paperwork so you can get this. So this is completed kind of vibe. You're waiting for something. Yeah, brand new beginning. So I have 10 of Cups over the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Wands with Queen of Swords, Magician over the Ace of Wands. Tell me about this 3 of Swords. What's over the 3 of Swords? The Strength. Yeah. And then the Temperance over the 6 of Pentacles with the Lovers. Yes, you are walking away, and it is the Moon. It is almost like if you're already divorced, you're already separated, whatever, this is already done. The other thing I'm also picking up, I'm going to clarify that. 3. Tell me about, I got the Magician on the bottom of this deck. Tell me about this 3 of Swords. It's almost like, Sag, you're not accepting anything that doesn't match your energy anymore. If it doesn't match your energy, you're just not entertaining it. It's just, you're too old. We're too old for this. I used to say that. I still believe it. Yeah, this is the 9 of Cups. You're walking away from the 7, 8 to get your 9. And the 9 of Cups is you're happier by yourself. I'd rather be alone than tolerate anything less than the 9. 9 or 10, right, is where I play. Don't mess with me. Don't come at me. Don't even entertain me. Not doing it. Yep. And there's that 6 of Pentacles right down here again. So you're going to be walking away from things that don't serve you. And the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles is having more than enough to share. And that might be, and I have the Star card. You might also be choosing this brand new passionate beginning, that manifestation might be a new position as well. Tell me about the 6 of Wands. It might be money. You might be divorcing. Who else? I just did a reading about love and money. You might be releasing a job, and yeah, 2 of Swords. Ace of Wands is the 2 of Swords, sitting on a decision. Tell me more. I got the Ace of Wands with the Emperor, and yeah, you're walking away from something for another. You're not flipping, you're just making a decision, and it's racing in. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Justice. Ooh. Tell me more. Tell me more. Is Sag walking away from the Emperor? Yes or no? Sag walking away from the Emperor. 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. juggled. So maybe the Emperor was juggling them. I had the Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords with the Chariot. There was a lot of juggling earlier. Yes, there was. It was imbalanced. Tell me a little bit about this Three of Swords with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So this Emperor, in my opinion, this Hierophant, held back a lot with King of Pentacles. This person definitely had an agenda. They were saving their pennies and they held back. Now they're coming forward and they're saying, you're my lover. Yep, I know I juggled you, but now I'm willing to give you it all. Celebration with this Knight of Cups. Wounded Warrior, I'm willing to do it. Again, that was why they held back. So this, I believe, water sign could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be any sign, but this king who had a lot of love, not so hidden, is saying, I'm going to share my wealth. I have arrived. I kind of feel, for me, I'm just going to, this is intuitively speaking, this is a judgment on your part, Sag, is this person who has been sitting in a hermit mode, dicking with a third party, excuse me, pardon the pun there, but I kind of feel that way, is this person who has gone after the 7-8. I'm just believing the intuitiveness is not by happenstance that I brought that up, is now going after their 9 of Pentacles because they feel like they've been sitting in the 5 of Cups, super unhappy with lesser options. I got that twice in the read. Going to come and offer you a Ace of Pentacles, kicking out everybody, including this ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-live-in, anything that doesn't serve this person because it doesn't make them happy. And they're coming after you, Sag, offering this Ace of Pentacles. Whoever this is, I feel heavy on the Cancer. Maybe it's because I'm a Cancer and I'm vibrating at the same level as this person. I don't know. They finally are going to, I feel, quit their job, put in their notice, and they're going to retire in the next couple of months. They're going to come and talk to you about it. They're relatively young. I feel like they might turn 50 this year. Relatively young. They're going to do very, very well, but they're going to come and tell you about it. And they're like, hey, I'm going to cash out, and this is my plan. I'm cutting out everybody. Done. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I've been saving my pennies. Right? I'm going to be honest with you, working hard on myself, investing, and I'm ready to offer you this brand new beginning. It's going to shock the hell out of you. I know I've been insecure and held back. I've skipped over this opportunity previously. I see you as my future. I want to come and offer you it. You're going to have to use your intuition, but you are my pre-empress, and I have enough money to share. And you are my wish fulfillment, and I want to come and offer you this new beginning, and you're going to have to make a decision. But this is the truth, which is where we started over here. I'm just saying. So, and again, it's a water sign, and it is a death rebirth. Oh, there's that Hermit right there. And it's the ending of the old cycle, beginning of the new one. So, something to think about. That's a big ticket item for them to unpack with you, Sag. You're going to have to make a decision if you want to deal with it. You might have to deal with somebody's previous addictions and possible third parties in the past, if you can get past that. All that stuff and things. I mean, there's a history here with this person and the reason why it didn't work out in the beginning. And if you can get past that and move forward, then you'll have a decent future, I believe. But that is what the future holds, or at least the current week after this eclipse. That's what's coming in. I feel like you may have manifested this. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll see. All right. Moving on. Please let me know in the comments. And again, retrograde is always fun. So if you wouldn't mind, take a minute, and see if you're a subscriber already, and if you're interested in subscribing, it costs you nothing. Hit that subscribe button up in the corner, because we're losing some folks and we're gaining some folks, and who knows if you're subscribed or not. So please hit that subscription button top. And if you like to follow, that'd be great, because it will let you know when I upload new content. Because who knows when I do it. It's just when time allots me to. This is for Capricorn. Oh, let's try that again. Crappy, crappy. Let's try that again. Like, come on, Cap. My shuffle was crappy. How about Cap? How about Cap? One more time for Cap. One more shuffle. I just saw the Ten of Swords and I'd rather not. Ten of Swords and Lovers. Woo! Retrograde all over the place. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Holy Spirit, what's going on in the energy? astrology for Capricorn. I have a lot of Cap friends, so this is very intriguing to me. Hello, Capricorn. Four Cups. Horus retrograde. Did I not just say that? Capricorn. Flying out. Capricorn. Lots to say for Capricorn. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Just making sure there's nothing else down there. Minus. You get 3 whole rows. Cap. Aren't you happy? These retrograde seasons. Wow, you got somebody who would totally come forward. You broke their heart. They're trying to find the inner strength. They're going through some self-doubt. You really broke their heart. They're feeling super insecure, weak. Just low energy. They don't want to talk to you, but they want to talk to you. Sitting on the fence. Can't get you out of their mind, but it's really what you said. You were the catalyst to change. And the fact that they have you on a pedestal is what you did. You put them on a pedestal. Now, you provoked them to review. Do you know what it's like when you're an alcoholic and you go to a bunch of meetings and then you try to drink again? That really sucks. You know, you have a head full of AA and a gut full of beer. That's what this statement says. It really messes your drinking up because you know the truth. And that's what you did. You put this person in their spot and you were like, listen, jerk. You know, and whatever you said, you made them think. You made them think about their behavior. And then all of a sudden, whatever you said about their behavior, now it messed with them, whatever you confronted them on. So I have an overindulgent individual who over-excess, drinks, uses, whatever they do, parties, flirts, whatever you called them out on, made them delay them coming back to you because they're stuck in this mental prison of, hamster wheel. So they're holding off coming forward and talking to you, and it's slowing down their return and having an honest conversation. Right now, I feel like you're focused on self-love. You're looking for happiness. You may have a brand new love coming in. You might actually be focusing on something new. The divine is going to give you something new. It may be this person. It might not be. But I feel like you're going to be experiencing dating, I think you're just checking yourself into new adventures, whether it be new relationships, new jobs. But I feel it's self-love, but it's also creation. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're taking on a new hobby, a new skill. Whatever you're doing, you're enjoying life to the nines. You're just enjoying your life. This person... like as soon as they can come forward, they will have this honest conversation and there'll be restoration. But right now, they're stuck in their head. They're dealing with conflict, disagreements. I think they're also struggling a little bit with inner turmoil. That's a little karmic, to be fair. And its fears is kind of coming to the understanding of why. Why am I going through this inner conflict? Why am I struggling with what she's saying or he's saying? Why am I struggling with what Capricorn confronted me with? Why won't this leave my brain? Why won't this fight leave my brain? This person's gathering all the swords and collecting them so they can't get cut again. Why is this conflict? Why is this fight consistently in my brain? Well, because what they said was true. I don't want to have the fight again, which is what they're doing. So it's inner conflict. So I feel like a couple things. One is there's equal balance, but it's also about coming and making it fair and right. This person's going to come forward and have a conversation with you, offering an opportunity, a conversation, a rebirth or a restoration of the relationship, and this person is going to make it right. I do feel this might be a financial opportunity in leadership for you. I feel like when you release this way back here, this made the pendulum swing, and now it's going to come back full circle for you, Capricorn. I do feel like you are going to get a possible leadership position. I also believe that this is a financial increase in abundance. I also feel like you're going to have some possible generosity and abundance coming in, like a raise, possibly a title change. So if you're in a job you like, you're possibly going to get rewarded, because I have a couple of new aces here. So I feel like the balance that the struggles you've gone through, maybe in love, maybe show up in money. It will be balanced a different way until this person gets their crap together. So that's what's going on there. That's what you have coming in. I don't really need to clarify because that's pretty easy. And if that ain't enough, there's an Ace of Pentacles followed by a 10 of Pentacles. So there you go. And while your person's sitting in a 5 of Cups. So to clarify. And then next is Aquarius. And then I have one more. I have 2 more signs. Aquarius. Thanks for hanging in there. I've got 2 more signs. Aquarius. 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 Tell me about Aquarius. Hidden energy, 4 of Swords. Justice. What's going on in the world of Aquarius? Ace of Pentacles. Aquarius, you're going, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to take that one off here. This is over here. I don't feel like this is your energy. Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius, yeah. Okay, so I got a problem here right off the bat. You're full of anxiety. I feel your overall energy is super anxious this week. You're worried about something coming to light, and you're over-consumed with financials, and you are really over-worried about this relationship not coming into fruition. First off, you're looking at overindulgence. Somebody's overdoing something. I'm going to have to clarify that. And sorry about the noise, people. We're doing this on a weekend, and I can't ask the whole house to be quiet. But this 8 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Pentacles, is abundance with this Queen of Cups and this Hangman with the 5 of Wands. It feels like you're in competition with somebody or a group of people. And it's regarding partying. There's a lot of competition, and it's kind of like work-love related. Maybe just one, but the Justice with the 5 of Swords is defending something and fighting for something, but it's a lot of nefariousness. This is all dark. That's why this is over here, the 5 of Cups with the 10 of, this is fear and anxiety over the loss of money, of gain of money and love. And this is long-term love. This is an investment. This is a fight for something. This is also, you're not going to get your wish fulfillment with this Ace of Pentacles, and you're going to be left out in the cold. So this is 5. This is change. Somebody else's change, decision of change is going to put you out in the cold. That's what you're freaking out about. And so this is going to affect your long-term happiness, and it's going to be the Sun, and it's going to mess up your sitting on the throne. That's the first feeling I have. So tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, yeah, I got the Devil here. Oh, no, excuse me, felt like the Devil is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who's hanging on to your person. It's possibly an ex, and it won't let go. Everything's fine. 10 of Swords with the Justice with the 3 of Swords. Somebody who's hurt fell on the Queen of Pentacles, so it might be an ex-wife. who won't let go. I have the Ace of Swords. Somebody's telling you, oh yeah, everything's fine. It's not. The Six of Wands, somebody's trying to be victorious and coming in and telling you this new endeavor, this new passion, this new job, this new opportunity is going to turn out great. This new financial gain, and it's the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's miserable in this situation. And I also feel this is not being honest. This is not being truthful. They're going to say, yeah, it's going to bring me my 10 of Pentacles. It's going to bring me my 10 of Pentacles. And it's a Page of Cups, brand new opportunity. It's a long-standing relationship, and they're not going to take it, which is Justice, and the Empress is now in reverse. It's impulsive. Yikes. Five of Cups in the reverse. They're over it. They're recovering from it. I'm a little concerned about all of this because it feels very nefarious and it feels very underhanded, and all the people in here feel a little shady. I'd be very cautious. I'm not sure if this is job, work, past. There's a lot of past lovers involved. There could be an ex involved, and they're now going into business together, or there's some kind of backwards partnership going on. But it feels like something that they're doing together is threatened, and they're saying, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not giving any love. I'm holding off on my pennies. I'm holding back my relationship. But you're feeling like that's not true. You feel like there's definitely love involved. And they're like, no, that's over. There's no feelings there. But you feel like there's quite a different, somebody's being deceitful. Somebody's holding back. I feel like that's kind of maybe what's going on here. You might be willing to walk away at this point. Yeah. Five I got before I even pulled a card. 10 of Wands. I'm out. I'm done. Yeah, I'm looking for my 10 of Cups. I feel like you can't trust this person, and I feel like this person might they might have such a need for. I have the Queen of Swords. They have such a need for financial security. They would do anything. I have a Page of Pentacles. With the Hangman, they want you to see this in a different way. They want you to see like this from their perspective. And you're saying, I really don't care. They're saying, I have strength to keep it just business and just in a professional manner. And you're like, I don't care. They're saying, I just need my Nine of Pentacles. I'm so close. I'm so close. And you're like, I don't care. You're like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Wounded Warrior. I can do this professionally. It keeps you up in the Nine of Swords energy. Three of Cups. They want you to celebrate for them. It's a great opportunity. Temperance. The Devil. You're like, there's too temptation, too close. Four of Swords. It creates a lot of anxiety. And the Seven of Pentacles. You're saying, how can you think of this when you have so much history, etc. I don't think that's, I don't think you're going to do that. I feel like you're not. I don't feel so. Yeah, Knight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. It's passionate. You feel like I think you're not going to do this. I think you're moving away. I think you're moving away from the situation. That's my gut. That's my gut. Aquarius. I think you're moving on to your own passionate beginnings, starting your own. I could be wrong. This could be all your energy going to your past person. I just read energy. Take it as it resonates. Let me know in the comments. I'm dying to know, but I do feel the energy is somebody's approaching somebody else, and there's an involvement of an ex starting a new business, and it's affecting the third party, which is actively involved with somebody else's current person. So let me know how that goes. Pisces. Moving on. Never good. Last on the list, Pisces. Energy, though, strong, Pisces. I feel like water signs. Water signs, Pisces. You guys have, you have a lot of new stuff coming in, Pisces. I feel like strong on the financial, strong on the love. A lot of good stuff coming in. I'm just going to pull cards for Pisces. I don't feel like I want to shuffle. I feel like I get a better pull and a better read from you for Pisces. Are they going to fall out? Okay, I got the Nine of Pentacles. I just said that. And the Four of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you might be exhausted, burned out. You're in deep contemplation, stagnation about what makes you happy. Fruits of labor. Do you want to share with anybody? You're in your Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you close out some cycles. You're ready for your destiny. You're ready for next steps moving forward. You're being honest with people about what you want. People are approaching you for brand new beginnings, and you're moving forward. You're not willing to fight with anybody. You feel like there's enough competition out there, and you're being put in positions of competition. King of Swords, King of Cups. I also have the Four of Pentacles. Last on the card is the Star. So I feel like you got, again, 2 kings, King of Cups, King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. You're also saving your pennies. You're moving forward. This is overindulgence as well. So, you might be dealing with air sign, water sign, saving your pennies, coming into your fruition. And again, I just said that too, coming into money. And I also think karma, a little bit of karma, especially with this overabundance, overdoing something, passionate exercise, making you very happy, but yet somebody's, with the effery and the mental games, making you very anxious because this thing was imbalanced and you couldn't make a decision because there was nefarious behavior, defensiveness, sexual activity, as well as codependency, but you want to be victorious. It's that competitiveness. And it could be work related, but it also could be a side hustle, or possibly it feels a little bit like a gang, and the truth is coming in. I don't know what that's about. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Tell me about this 3 of Pentacles. Hierophant, third party, 9 of Cups in reverse. Somebody unhappy, miserable. You're healing after heartbreak, I feel. Yeah, 5 of Wands. You're not going to fight with this person anymore. They want to have a brand new beginning with you after you pulled all your energy back. You're truthful with them. Yeah, and now they're like, I see you as sexy and single, and I don't want to miss this opportunity with you after this situation. They have a commitment on the mind, or so they say, and you might be like, yeah, I don't know about that. Now they say you're my wish fulfillment, and you're like, I think I'm going to end this. They say you're my wish fulfillment, 10 of Cups, and you're like, I don't know. They offer you this brand new cup. Yeah, there's that 3 of Pentacles, but you're going right back into that third party again because they never stopped the last relationship. Anything else for Pisces? But they're on their way because they miss you. They miss that energy. Yeah, 6 of Swords. You don't know what you want to do. You don't trust that they say they ended it. They're on their way out. They're going to divorce, whatever. They're going to leave. Page of Cups again. Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to have this Page of Wands because it's just a wand. Still a wand. Always as a wand. What's with the wands? Lots of wands. Too many wands. Not enough Pentacles. Tower, 4 of Wands. Now they're talking about increasing the odds. Okay, now we're playing. Now the stakes are increasing. Now we're going to a 10 of Pentacles. Now they're offering the whole kit and caboodle. They're going to throw in a minivan. They're trip to Cuba. I don't know where we're going, but I have the Tower, the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Cups. He's going to leave, or she's going to leave their person, offer a commitment, possibly Mexico. 5 of Cups. They miss you tremendously, and now they want wishes fulfillment. They might even buy a cat. I don't know. Yeah, they're not going to juggle you anymore. They're going to get rid of the other party. You're the only one. They miss you again. Made a decision. You're my wish fulfillment. Made a decision. I'm overgiving. They might even bring you a piece of jewelry. Found their strength to find their voice, but they're super nervous that they lost you forever. Yeah, they want to end this burden, put me out of my heartache, and choose me. And now they made a choice. Rushing in. Might be tonight. But still, it's the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Still can't get rid of the ex because she's still clingy and I have to pay bills, and we still share assets, so to speak. So you're gonna have to be patient with that person while they figure that side of the stuff out. So that's what's going on with you, Pisces. That's what they're gonna tell you. Please let me know in the comments if you like this vibe, and please just check the subscription box to make sure you're still subscribed. It would sure help me out if you enjoy these readings. Helps me continue as your reader in the sea of other readers to help find me. If you want to follow me, hit that follow button so you know that you're notified when I upload new content. I super appreciate it. Still want a personal read? My calendar is up to date. Hit that and we'll find a time to connect. And if you want to join school, learn how to read tarot, instructions are below as well. Until next time, y'all, love and light. Have a great weekend. Take care.